This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. We're going to take a look and see what natural gas is doing, what oil is doing, and then we're going to take a look here at a bank stock, JP Morgan, JPM. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have natural gas, your 5-minute chart. Now, this is the run that we had yesterday. Okay, I pointed this out. See, we had that really nice low going on right here. Okay, so we had that low of 2.609, and then we ran up, and then we retested that low at 2.61, a higher low. That tells me I got to get in. Just a beautiful long trade. Now, we had some really good sideways action here, but if you notice that, what we also had here is we had another situation. Okay, so we were sitting basically at this channel right here. Look at the low of 2.78. And then we came all the way down here. We had a low of 2.8. There's that double bottom again. Okay, so a 5-minute chart is really good to trade. And then we had a nice run all the way up here to the 2.92 area. So this was actually a good trade. For me, when I see that topping tail like this, that tells me I got to get the hell out of the trade, because look what happens. You go right below, underneath that 8-day SMA, boom, gone. Now, I scalped the UNG. That was really good trading. UNG, you had a low of 20.29 today and a high of 21.61. Okay, so you really had a really good spread, basically about a 1.32 point move there. Okay, so it was very, very good. I didn't get that whole 1.3, but I got a solid point out of it, and that's all I really care about. Okay, so that was a really good trade. But again, just got to watch it. Sometimes the double bottom situations aren't that clear, but that yesterday was just beautiful. But when we see this low here, and then we see this a higher low, that tells you got to get scalping up. And then once you get above that 8-day, but remember, when you get to the top of this here, you got to dump that out. So what I do is I just have a trailing stop loss, and then boom, out I go and done. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to watch here on the downside is we want to watch this key level right here. This is that 2.73 level. Okay, so we're heading right down in that direction. So we got to see how that's all going to shake out here. But you can see right here we had a double top situation where it ran all the way up. You went up to 2.83, and then we had a little bit higher high at 2.84, but then you can see where it just couldn't hold it, and now she's coming down. So the question is, what's going to do when it retests this level here at 2.73? Right now I'm flat. I have no position in the old natty gas. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily chart. Okay, here we have the old daily chart. Now you can see here we had a topping tail going on here so far today, but we've got to see how this all going to close. Just because you have it right now, that doesn't mean here, when the market closes at 4 o'clock, that's exactly what you're going to have either. So now yesterday, or 2 days ago, it ran up right here to that 2.80. So I always pointed out this level right here. That's what we're looking for, 2.80. Okay, and then we had yesterday's high, 2.85. I pointed out this candle right here. You look at the close, that's 2.86. That was your next resistance. Okay, so then what we had is you had 2.92. Okay, so what we did is we went over to 2.88. That didn't get up to there, and then it went past that, and then here's a level that we were looking for is 2.96. So it didn't quite get there, but you came pretty close here. Okay, so again, always look here to the left of your chart. This is exactly where the resistance is going to go. Now, again, just like today, it doesn't have to get exactly there, but when it starts creeping up into that area and you start hitting that 2.96 and you look for that area, that's where you got to look at, and then look at other charts to see, hey, this is coming off. I put a double top like on that 5-minute chart. Boom, I got to get out of the trade. Okay, so let's just look at the downside. So right now you're sitting on natty gas. Real time at 2.75. So we just have to look at here at your support levels here. So, okay, here's 2.75. There's your level. That's what we're holding here right now. Again, if that is lost, we'll come right over to the top of this candle. This is 2.65. And then we have that nice 8 SMA right below it at 2.60. Now, this can sell all the way down. As long as it holds that 8-day on a closing basis, this is good. Because look at here. Okay, see this all the way through? Look how nice it's held that 8 SMA all the way through. So if this even comes all the way down, that could be a buying opportunity. However, if you leave this topping tail candle like this, that's not a good situation. It's going to be pretty much like what we got going here, and then boom, down you go. So just be a little bit careful there. So today we have 2.75. On the upside, your next level is 2.79. Then we have here is your 2.85, and then we obviously have your today's high at 2.92. If you can get above with that, then here's your target is going to be 2.90. 2.96, just above that 2.92. Downside, just watch this key level here, just that 2.75. You can see right now it's holding, but again, if that's lost, then we come right here, 2.65. We come right here to this 8 SMA, 2.60, and then we have 2.57. And you can, if you close below that, your target is going to be this 2.46, this 200 simple moving average. Now, your RSI here, while you're above that 70, that's kind of like a nosebleed area. But again, what happens is you can stay above that 70, and all it is showing that you got really good relative strength. Obviously, we do, okay? So your MACD, your green is still above your red. That's always very bullish. When that green crosses over, that's why you always want to put the MACD on your chart. When that green crosses over, say goodnight, Irene, because she's coming right on down, just like we had here. That's how you want to use that MACD, always there. So then when it crosses up, see where that green crossed above there, above that red? Boom, look how nice that is, okay? So MACD, very, very useful. RSI shows good relative strength, but it also shows, you know, a lot of things like divergence. I'll give you a perfect example. See, we have this low here, okay? Okay, look at here. So we had if you look at there, high, we have a high right there, and then we come down right down here. We have a little bit of lower, so you have a positive kind of a divergence going there. So that's what you want to look for when you see a positive divergence. That's where you want to go, and then see when you just lined everything up. So there's really no one indicator that's an end-all, be-all. But if you just kind of line up your RSI, your MACD, your volume kind of a situation, then you can know exactly what's going on here. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here at the old crude oil. Okay, crude oil here, she came off the schneid here a little bit, not too bad, you know, this morning. It came up and held this key level of support here on this price channel. These blue lines here are just price channels, okay? So you're looking at 76.70. So far, that low here is 76.81. So we're holding it. We just went just a little bit below that 76.89. Again, but you're holding it. The key level is going to be that 76.70. But now it rallied up, and where did it go? Okay, so you went right into that 8 simple moving average. Could not get above, close above situations where you could hit to the next target of your 100-day. And then she came right on down. Okay, old sticky here. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. But realistically, she's not looking too good. Looking sticky. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. This is what the key level that you want to watch. Okay, just make it real simple. 76.70. That's what we want to watch. If that's lost, then we come right over here to this candle right here. You got 76.32. That's next. We come right here to this candle. You're looking at 75.84. And we come right there to that candle. You're looking at 75.52. Right here above, this is key. This is 75.61. Just above this candle. See where you have this 75.54, 75.52. That was that nice double bottom situation and ran it up really nice and high. However, this is going to be key, this level here and this here, this 200-day on a closing basis. Now, the reason I point out these, which is a little bit lower than what we have for 200-day, is because simple like this. See how these candles can go right below, right below, right below, but you need to close above. So by tomorrow, you need to close above this 75.61. Now, again, okay, now you got to look at the positive end of this. If this comes down and it busts through that price channel and it comes and you lose all these candles here and it comes down and it holds on a closing basis, this 200-day, that could be a really, really good buying opportunity here to take this bad boy long, okay? So don't give up on crude oil. Basically, you're just a little bit of mix they're talking about with the inflation, you know, that's coming out here. The Fed's not going to cut. They think people are going to slow down. Well, I was watching the last call yesterday on CNBC, and they had this guy on in Las Vegas. And he's just for the weekend alone, just for the Memorial weekend, they're looking at bringing in over $400 million. Okay, so I don't think people are slowing down anytime soon. So don't give up on your crude oil. Don't give up on the traveling. Just what you have to do is just trade the charts. Okay, so right now you're just trading this box area right here. You got basically your 200 days on the top, and then we have your right there, I'd say. Okay, so we have your 200 SMA sitting right there, and that's what we're looking for. That 80, just say $80. Okay, and then we're looking for this bottom here. You're looking at 76.70. So that's what we're looking for. This is what we're trading right now. Okay, we're trading. If you break below this, well, then we know what our targets are. If you break above this, then we know what our targets are. See, so just trade this box. Okay, like crude oil. It was actually really good long, and it was a good short today. Okay, so don't be afraid to go long. Don't be afraid to go short. Now, SCO, that's the one that ETF I trade. That had a really good spread so far: 16.62 on the bottom and 17.29 on the top. Now, I trade 5,000 shares of these ETFs, so it doesn't take much for me, okay, to make money, because what I do is a combination of your crude oil, your natural gas, and I do a lot of on the tech. I do like TQQQ, and obviously I'm in NVIDIA. I mean, NVIDIA just what wild. I used to know a girl like that. But anyway, NVIDIA, man, they're going to split 10 for 1 here on June 7th. Get in this thing, stay in this thing. It's going higher. Okay, that's just okay. So NVIDIA, if you watch my yesterday, I had on there. If you break that 974,000, you're going to be there in 2 seconds, and then you have these round numbers. Like today, what it is, it got all the way up to 149.99, and then it pulled back, and then it busted through that 1,050. So your next level, you're going to 1,100. Okay, and then you're probably going to go to 1,200. But before you get that split, people are going to want to get into that stock before into that split. So if it's not working in crude for you, not working in natural gas, try the technology, because that's always in, okay? Now, if you don't like trading the ETFs like I do, you can buy the Amazon, the Meta, the Microsoft, the NVIDIA, the Apple, the Google, the Netflix. There's a lot of really good stuff. Keep your little bit distance here on Tesla. That is a trader, okay? That's not no buy and hold. I can see they got too many issues going on. Okay, let's take a look here at old JP Morgan. Okay, here we have JP Morgan. Now, this stock and Goldman Sachs, these are my two favorites. I've been long for these forever, okay? Some stocks I just buy and hold I've had for years, okay? Like, actually like Microsoft and Meta back when it was Facebook and Amazon, and you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of that stuff. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, I just hold these. These are some really, and I also trade them, but right now here, I just hold it long. I just think if you're going to do banking, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, that's the king. Now, you can go Wells Fargo, you can go Bank of America, but JP Morgan has always been one of them. I think Jamie Dimon, I think he's actually the best in the business, okay? So here we go. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, you got a monthly and we got a weekly. I mean, a daily and a weekly chart here, okay? So here what we have here. So we're trading, obviously, here between this range. Now, we had a big red candle. Now, this could be a possible bear flag situation, so you got to be a little bit careful, okay? All right, so here's what you want to watch. On the downside, this key level here is going to be 196.31. That's your 21 simple moving average, okay? Right below that here is you're going to have the bottom of this candle, 195.40, which lines up very, very nice here with this 50-day at 194.27, okay? That is going to be very, very crucial, okay, on a closing basis. Upside, very, very easy, is you got this 200 mark. 227, your 50-day. You are just doing right here, ping pong action here till she breaks either way. If you break above this 227, then you just follow the candles right on up here, okay? So what do you got? You got 201.58. You have 202.69 right there. You got 204.48. We have a 205.05, and then we have 205.88. That's your breakout, okay? You get above that, it's blue sky. Okay, so you're going to probably the round numbers, 225, 250. That's very, very easy. However, okay, the key is getting and closing above this 8 simple moving average. You want to do like I did yesterday, where it popped up and it closed below. So right now, you got a ping pong action here. Just watch that 8 SMA. If you close above, she's going higher. Watch this 21-day. If you close below, you're going, first of all, to this 850 SMA here, and then you can come all the way down here to the price channel of 188. Very, very easy, very simple trade going on here in the JP Morgan. Okay, so when you look on a weekly chart here, well, you can see where it's holding this 193.90 very, very nicely. So as long as you hold that upper portion, okay, you're doing good. If not, you can come all the way down here to this 21-day because you can see how nice that it's held it the whole time. Okay, that's very key. So we look here, okay, you lost it. Then once you regained it, then look at that 8 SMA. She wound it all the way up, came all the way down, held that 21-day. Now look at it, okay? But just watch that 8-day, watch that 21-day. You lose a 21-day, 50-day, and then possibly down. You break above that 8-day, boom, there's your target, 205.88. Okay, that's what I got. A little natty gas, a little crude, a little JP Morgan. All right, thanks for watching.